If you are a personal injury attorney struggling to generate leads from your Google Ads pay-per-click campaigns, this is definitely a video to be watching from start to the very end, because I'm going to be talking about landing pages, and I'm going to be actually auditing a few landing pages from some personal injury lawyers out where I'm at in Los Angeles. I'm going to take a look at a few of their different landing pages, tell you the good and the bad, and hopefully this would be really helpful for you to build out a really great landing page. So I already have a few landing pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go ahead and take you through that. But before I do, my name is Michelle. I'm the founder of Level 28 Media, and I help personal injury attorneys generate leads from Google Ads, PPC, pay-per-click advertising. I've been doing this for about a decade now, so I'd love to have a conversation with you if you're struggling and you're spending at least $2,000 a month. Well, let's be real, with personal injury, you've got to be spending a lot more in order to be generating results. So if you're serious about doing pay-per-click to generate results and you're serious about getting some help, feel free to reach out, check out the description below, and I'm going to go ahead and take you through some landing pages from some pay-per-click campaigns from some attorneys out here in Los Angeles and share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's go ahead and dive in. So I just did the search. I'm going to go ahead and open up. The first lawyer here is Sweet James. If you're out here in Los Angeles, you probably are very familiar with Sweet James. If not, then you don't know who he is. But he does lots of advertising on the radio. He's sponsored I want to say he sponsored the Clippers, which is a basketball team. So he is very well established, and also very he's got a very strong awareness play in the Los Angeles area. Lots of billboards, lots of radio, I don't watch daytime TV to see that he's actually advertising, but I'm sure he is. But this is the page that he's sending traffic to from the keyword search personal injury attorney. So this is actually his website, and as I'm here, I get a little pop-up. So this is a little chat, I'm assuming, that's going to take the user into trying to get the user's information. I like the chat. I think that this is a really great feature. I think all attorneys should have some type of chat, whether it's an AI chatbot or a live chat. It'd be great, because at the end of the day, you probably just spent Sweet James Charlie spent about $1,000 for this click, so it's very important that he has all the different aspects of his landing page or website set up properly in order to convert people. So he's got that. One thing I'm going to say right here as I'm looking at his website, or this is not really, it's not a landing page, because he's sending to a specific page on his website. It's a pretty deep page. But what I'm going to say here is that, let's see, he's sending personal injury keyword search to a car accident page. You want to make sure that the search intent matches with, what page you're sending to. So if I'm looking for a personal injury attorney, I might not necessarily have a car accident. I might have a slip and fall case. I might have a medical malpractice case. So you want to make sure that, because I typed in personal injury attorney, this page should say something about personal injury. It's not saying anything about that. So it's not really truly matching the intent. Yes, I know where they're going with this, but it's not. If someone's looking for a car accident attorney and they're getting a wrongful death attorney, yes, they're both technically both personal injury attorneys, but it's not really matching the intent. So that's my one gripe that I have here. It's not necessarily saying personal injury, even though car accident attorney is typically a personal injury attorney. The other thing that I'd say here is we don't need all this social media stuff, because if you just spent $1,000 to send someone to this landing page, which is the going rate for a Los Angeles cost per click in this area, why are you trying to get people to go off your website to your Yelp and your LinkedIn, your and here's another thing. Twitter is no longer Twitter. It's got that little bird. It's an X now. So this needs to be updated. So this is outdated. You don't need the social media at the top. I would remove this. I would move it to the bottom or just completely get rid of it. I'd move the phone number to the far right. English, Espanol, I think that's fine, especially if you've got like Hispanic market that you're serving. But I would just find a way to make it more clean. Injured in a car accident, gets justice with Sweet James. I like the bullet points. I think that's important. He's got the different media channels that he's been featured on. Good for him. Something that's missing here above the fold is actually the form. He doesn't have the form is buried. And if you spent that much money to get someone on a landing page, the form needs to be very, very apparent, and it has to be very easy for people to contact you, and that's where he's missing the mark. He's got the phone number in two prominent places, but I would say that a better place and right here in the middle is right here, and then on the right, and then having a form right here. I have not taken a look at his mobile experience. I'm only looking at desktop, but I want you to also take that into consideration too. Most of your traffic is going to be mobile, so you want to make sure that you're optimizing for mobile. Who you hire as your attorney matters, award-winning car accident lawyers. This just looks like a lot of SEO vomit. It's like, spitting out a lot of, jargon here. It's got a lot of content, and that's because it's trying to rank for it within SEO. But the challenge is it's written for SEO, and it's written for Google and the crawlers behind the scenes, but it's not written for the end user. So that's what it's really missing here. It's got to have a lot more emotion. It's got to be written more for the end user. And that is the big piece that it's missing. And also sprinkle the call to action a few times throughout your landing page. It's going to be really, really, really important. Or website, wherever you send traffic to. I typically like to send traffic to a dedicated landing page. For many attorneys, that's typically the case, but it's really worth testing out to see which one works better for you. So they've got results here, which is great. Purpose-driven firm. This, just like I mentioned, they're all over the radio. Lots of radio sponsorships. And then they've got the team here. Few more attorneys, and then frequently asked questions and the Google reviews. So do I think that this page is bad? Not entirely, but definitely room for improvement, especially for how much they're probably spending on pay-per-click. Next, I'm going to move on to, let's see who this is. JT Legal Group, a law corporation. Okay. The big thing that I'm missing here is, the phone number is here. It's very apparent. Injured, 2.5 billion, settle for clients like you. Okay. Injured. But tell me what your law firm can provide me. Tell me more about your law firm. I love that, like, above the fold, it's like telling me, it's asking me a question. It's got the phone number. It's very easy to see. It's got a chat above the fold. But other than that, it's not telling me why I should be working with them, why I should be calling them. What do they have? Is it because, and most personal injury attorneys operate like this, where it's no fees until you win, or, we'll cover your medical expenses, or, whatever it is. I'd like to see some bullet points, because this is not telling me why I should be working with you. Yes, it's showing me the dollar signs, which is the reason why most people would want to use an attorney is because they want a settlement. But tell me why I should choose you out of all the other attorneys out there. What makes you stand out? Here they've got verdicts and settlements. What I don't like about this page so far is it seems a little, this page is, it seems a little impersonal. It seems like, there's no real pictures. Yes, there's a picture behind the scenes here, but I can't really truly see. I don't see any real pictures. How do I know that? I was going to say, how do I know if they're just making it up? But I guess you never really know if they're making up their information or not. JT Legal Group. Okay, so who is this person? I think that's the big question. Oh, okay, Jackie K, CT. Okay, there we go. That was missing. So there she is. Practice areas, JT legal highlights. I would actually move this up. Let's see. I would actually move this up higher so that I can learn a little bit more about who JT Legal Group is. I think that they're definitely missing the mark on that. Relax while we get you maximum compensation. Request a callback. So form is too far down. It's kind of hard to read. The text is very small, and then it's also linking out to other pages of the website. That's a big no-no. I would just say I would recommend to keep all the content on one page, even if it makes the page lengthier. I think it's important. This information is what I was looking for. More like these types of bullet points mentioned up here. Just it's very bare up here. It's really not really saying why I should be using you. So that would be my feedback on this one. It's not the best. Okay, so this is another landing page or website that I found just from typing personal injury attorney. The problem with this is it's sending me to the sidewalk trip and fall accident page. The problem is if I was looking for a personal injury attorney, you don't know what type of case that I have, and you're just assuming that I had a slip and fall case. So the fact that you're assuming and you're sending to just a random website on your a random page on your website, that's not the best approach. Probably would be better to send traffic to just a straight personal injury page. That's going to be a lot more impactful so that I can choose where to go next. So that's not the best. The next thing that I'm looking at here is, yes, it is the website. It's not ideal. We've got a live chat, which is good. But everything else, you're sending traffic to what looks like a blog. It's not actually, it's not even a website. You're sending traffic to a blog. So not ideal. You'd want to send traffic to personal injury page. I like that it says free consultation, but it's very, very, very busy. I would definitely make it easier to navigate and definitely not sending traffic to a blog. So use what I'd shared earlier, with Sweet James and the other one that I just reviewed. And you can apply that in order to make this one better. Here too, they've got like these badges. Whenever you put badges, you'd want to like have some type of title or something saying like what it is, like, as mentioned in or recognized by or something like that. This is a good trust builder, but I think it's being buried right now because there's so much information on this page. Just so you know, most people are scanning, they're not actually reading. So do you actually expect people to sit here and read all of this and then decide whether they want to hire this attorney? Most likely not. It's very unlikely that someone's going to sit here and then do that, but it's definitely worth creating a new landing page and testing to see, if it performs better, which I'm like 99.9% sure it will. And then the next thing that I wanted to pull up, Carnes and Carnes. Let's see. Top rated car accident injury attorneys only pay if we win. I like this. I like that it's got the pictures of the attorney. I like that it says only pay if we win. It is kind of small. And I want to also say, going back to that other landing page that we just saw, the text is very tiny. So if it's already small on desktop, imagine how small it's going to be on mobile where most of the traffic is. Please keep that in mind. Very small here too. I would make this bigger. I would make this more prominent. No fee guarantee. Okay, what does this mean? What does this mean, no fee guarantee? Does this just mean no fee until we win? I'm very curious to know what this means because it could be misleading. Let's see. Carnes and Carnes, personal injury accident attorney, free case evaluations. Great. It's got the phone number at the top right. It's got a free consultation. I would even put the phone number down here too. Let's see, only pay if we win. It's got the badges. It's got some stats. But I would mention something like what this is, like what, or I would ask the question, why trust Carnes and Carnes, and then have these number stats. 150 million recovered, 1,000 5-star reviews, 2,000 cases won, 9 years of experience, 2,000 happy clients. I'm assuming that this and this is pretty much the same. It's repetitive. I don't see why this would be different unless they, but regardless, if you can reduce it, that's great. So you don't have as much text. Recent top settlements. Okay. So it's got, some results to share, but it's not really giving more information. I would love to see like what type of case this was beyond a wrongful death, beyond an auto accident. Assuming that a lot of these were probably, really big wrongful death type cases, huge catastrophic injuries or worse. Top rated car accident injury attorneys or lawyers. It's got the free case evaluation. I would move this up higher if possible. Maybe move them more in the center, move this text down, put the form over here. I love this with the badge. What are the benefits? Great. And then testimonials, fantastic. It's got the badges. I would have a headline for this section. What type of cases we handle? Fantastic. I'm looking for a personal injury attorney, and it's sending me to a page. Well, it's sending me to a page that talks about the different cases that they take on, but the very top says car accident injury attorney. So this is actually what I would change, because if I'm looking for personal injury and you're sending me a car accident, I might not necessarily have a car accident case. So this could potentially turn people away that don't have a car accident case that were looking for personal injury. Now, I love that it has the different types of cases that they help with down here. But I would definitely change the messaging here. So far, I think this one's the best. I would have just changed the messaging. And here is the last landing page, Ellis Law. So real experience, real results, real trial lawyers. I don't think people truly care if you're a trial lawyer or not. I would remove that. I would probably just talk about what makes you different. I like the free consultation that they speak Spanish and a phone number. It's got a little video here. Personal injury lawyers. Client reviews. Okay, so it's got the stats here. Or not the stats, the practice areas. Not all of them are linked out. I wouldn't link them out, just like I mentioned before. Case results. I would move the case results higher over the testimonials. Yeah, and here we got more personal injury cases and then awards. See how they have a header? I would make this bigger. I don't know why it's being bigger. I would make this bigger. I would center it, and then here's a free case evaluation. So it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst here. I just changed some of the messaging. I love that they've got a nice picture of LA and the LA freeways. But other than that, it's interesting that none of them are actually using real landing. I think the only one that's using a real landing page, actually, it's going to be this one and then Carnes and Carnes. But I think out of all of them, Carnes and Carnes takes it as the winner. I would just change a few things that I had already shared. So if you are looking to build a landing page for your personal injury law firm or looking for some help with auditing or actual management, feel free to check out the link in the description below. I also have another video where I take you through from top to bottom how I would go about managing a pay-per-click campaign for a personal injury attorney, the entire strategy from top to bottom. So please check that out too, and I hope you get a lot of value from it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you.